Yeah, I cruised through the Jund mid-range shells on Untapped, and this was the most aggressively slanted of the ones listed, and it was the one that had the most 4-ofs in it. So we've got a pretty solid core here of just good Magic the Gathering cards. We got some quality interaction, splash of extra card advantage around the edges. Let's go ahead and dive on into some more standard and see if it continues to be fun or not. Yeah, the Omnath deck we played in Explorer the other day was great, for sure. Really, really good set. If you missed that one, it's worth checking out on the YouTubes. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Wooden Spoon and JP Feinberg, if you're still here. It was a little bit ago. I missed that one. Afternoon, folks. Thanks, Cynical. No untapped play until turn 3, but... we're about to get run over because we didn't have untapped lands. Hey, Rotten Agenda, thanks for the sub gift. Super generous of you. Happy Friday. Them cards here, unfortunately. Appreciated the big conversation. We try. No attack with Trespasser here is great for us. We're on to 8 here. We'll see what their follow-up is from hand. Wait, what? Scar is an activated ability, chat? Excuse me? I think we're dead, fam. Hey, that's fine. We get some cheaper removal here for game 2. Actually bring these in just for like a top end. Okay, this game is over now. Board out this clunkier removal and this slower card advantage we're not gonna have time to activate. What is this avatar with the magic cards in its hand on that screen? What is this character supposed to be, chat? Timmy. Yeah, we were talking earlier about how I've played Magic for 21 years now. I know what the Timmy player archetype is. I just explicitly wasn't familiar with the fact that this is apparently the artwork on a card called Timmy. Let's exile this and keep attacking. I need to keep the blood token for now. I can't gain life, so the Knight of the Dust Shadow stops my Sheoldred. Got it. Kill that off then. I'll sack the blood token. Is that my follow-up, Sheoldred? Took a little bit of damage that turn, champ. Ooh, piece of candy. You get to blitz this and then reflection it. Do I need more Sheoldred answers? I might need more Sheoldred answers. My up dogs are kind of medium into their graveyard hate anyways, right? I just played 2 Charms and 2 Infernos. Painful, but what's the difference between regular packs and mythic packs? Mythic packs have a mythic or rare wild card in the rare slot, whereas regular packs have a rare with a chance at a mythic. Fable here. No blocks. At least a tracker. I could ditch this Proving Ground too and try and get the Warchief this turn. I think I'm just ditching the tracker. I'm gonna do this tap, and I'm gonna... I could throw this away and get both, but I think I want to keep my Treasure Maker here. It's close though. They have Sheoldred on curve, we're gonna be in trouble. Here. Oh. Let's do this. What's going on, Wooden Spoon? Thank you for the quarter of a year. Appreciate that. Welcome back. And chat, remember when people called this card Thragtusk? Those people have very clearly never played with the card Thragtusk. Thragtusk would have made me a token there. My Rhino just gets exiled because that's how most removal works in Magic the Gathering in 2022. fine. All my spells cost more. Oh, I saw this Esper deck. This popped up in a, this Esper Legends deck. Popped up in an event. Now, thankfully, this can clear Thalia out. And then, I think we actually, do we Fable first? If I Fable first, the Soul Transfer, I guess I could Riveteers Charm here to kill their thing. And then we can hold this down the line to get value with things. We have Artifact and Enchantment. We get to bring something back from our discard pile, which is nice. Cute. Get some blockers down here. So wait. How does this work? So they have 2 of these, and they come back as non. So if I trade with this, they get 2 2/2 Urtes? And if I kill this, it comes back as a 2/2 because of this one? Huh? Oh, maybe I'm supposed to Blood Harvester the token this turn, right? Just to pay for the sake of paying for the ward. Yes. Okay, so we're about to just get completely dumpstered here then, right? Because they get sack 1 to the legendary roll, so they get 3 Urte triggers here. Okay, this is my fault. They should have 2 fewer Urtes if I had Bloodtithe Harvestered appropriately. Yeah, I messed this up. I assume their deck gets a lot of wins from people not being familiar with playing against it. And this is gonna connive a bunch, and then Sheoldred deals a bunch of damage to them, right? Yeah, I mean, their whole board state just snowballed really hard because I made a mistake, right? Like, if I just don't pass with a Bloodtithe Harvester that one turn, they're down, and Urte, and we would have cleared both of these out. I mean, it's not a different game. It's a game that they never win. Like they've got like their 6-card combo going, and like we're still in this game. Each of my blood tokens gains 2 life here. That's exactly correct. Oh my god, I clicked through it. Fuck me. God damn it. They were so fucking dead. My kingdom for... I was gonna take a mulligan on this match. We just messed that up twice in 2 big ways. Let's take a mulligan here. Yeah, because if I go to 2 there, I miss that the interface for what's being blocked and what's not is just so bad. There's no I in this game, right? I missed that we weren't blocking the 2-2 in the middle. Why are we blocking the 2-2 instead of the 3-3? Because the 2-2s don't make more of themselves. Yeah, if I block the 3-3, it spawns 3 2-2 tokens. So we were going to be set up to kill them on the backswing there with our removal spell with appropriate blocks. If I gain 2 more there, we kill them on the backswing. But I missed the 2-2 token in the middle because the board state was just too cluttered, and Magic Arena is a steaming pile of trash. It really should regroup things to various sides of the screen as you're blocking them. to let you clearly indicate which things are being blocked and which ones aren't. And there's some shitty interface apologetist out there that's like, Jeff should just be more careful and pay more attention. But like, good software helps accommodate and account for mistakes that users will make and makes it harder for them to make those mistakes. So you're correct in it actually that I could be more careful while I'm doing 6 things here at the same time while streaming, but also good software should make it easier to do what I'm trying to do. Yeah, it could reshuffle them on the board. It could start highlighting things in certain colors that are very vivid. Lots of things they could do there to make that better. They designed Arena with esports in mind. Yeah, definitely. That's why we have a lot of common esports features, such as spectator mode, and they make a lot of effort on all of their new card releases to make sure there's lots of animations. Like every time you alternatively win the game with something like Maze's End, there's this big amazing flourish that makes you go, ooh, wow. You know, stuff like that. I'm discarding the Briarbridge Tracker here because Soul Transfer... You control an artifact and enchantment, you may choose both. Why can't I choose both? Am I missing something here? Am I a dumb? That's an artifact. That's an enchantment. Weird. Weird. Okay, sure. I mean, I guess it worked now, so fine, but... Okay, sure. Speaking of quality software... Oh, it's just so bad, chat. It's just so bad. Holy crap. Opponent forgot to crew this. They should be +2 life or +3 life here. Urquan, thank you for the 22 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Briarbridge here. There could be merit to playing the Fable. Try and cycle for some lands a little bit. Was Inferno better there to kill Bankbuster and Trespasser? Why? I guess in case they crewed it? I don't know, maybe? Oh, I guess I could crack this clue right now, right? And try and grab a land. I wanted to pick my Briarbridge Tracker back up. Blue Fire is the reason I prioritized the soul transfer. And the fact that they had another Graveyard Trespasser as a follow-up actually rewards us for prioritizing picking the creature up sooner. So they have another removal spell then, right? They can't let me have Bloodtithe and Reflection next turn. Yeah. Are they dead? If they don't have a removal spell, this attack kills them, right? It's like it's Unleash the Inferno here. Kill, Trespasser, Shatter, Bankbuster. They need a shock here. Three life they took earlier when they missed the crew is a big deal there for them. There's definitely a more Unleash the Inferno matchup. Titan at the top end sounds good. I think we again just like trim these up dogs in the what's it called matchup? The Graveyard Trespasser. Honestly, I think the soul transfers are probably a little mid here as well. Tear Asunder could be okay. Volt Surge or Cut Down could be okay. I'm into Tear. Do I want to make room for Voltage Surge or Cut Down? They're nice answers to Fables. They probably have Trespassers of their own. Voltage Surge upgrades to kill bigger things, which can be nice. I feel like I want the Surges, but I also don't feel like I have any cuts. Maybe Harvester's only okay. Maybe I'd rather just not have to depend on a creature as a removal spell. Makes my Fable kind of worse, but I guess I have like 10 good targets for this still, which is probably plenty. Let's try this. Especially on the draw, just be more removal heavy. All right, not going to 5. Okay, it's one of our colors. It's coming together okay. Yeah, with mid-range decks like this one especially, being more proactive versus reactive, play versus draw can matter. And like, the long and short of it is you're just like incredibly disadvantaged being on the draw in Magic, but, you know, you can change that disadvantage from 10 or 15% disadvantage to, maybe 10 to 12%. Get some edges in there. So we're still taking 5 here, down to 11. Let's removal check them with the Sheoldred here. And even if they pass the removal check for the Sheoldred, which is likely considering they've missed land drops, they have 4 spells in hand. We'll get to crew the Bankbuster and have a blocker to keep the Harvesters at bay for a turn, which is nice. What's our best draw next turn? Probably the 5/3 that gains us life. And then after that, we kind of just want, like, running lands for Titan. Another Sheoldred would be decent next turn, too, because we could play her and the cut down. Unleash the Inferno's not terrible. I guess I could draw with this. I'm pretty unlikely to play Unleash this turn, right? this. Hey, rewarded? Rewarded. So now, depending on what they do, no blocks here. So if we find untapped land, the treasure token lets us Titan Industry. I'm discarding 2 here because I wanted to give myself a chance to find a green source that doesn't hurt me. Need 5, make a 4/4 here. And if they have a Doomblade here, we again can crew the Bankbuster for a second blocker. Stop on my upkeep so I can kill this with Charm before it triggers. Get her out of here. I think I'd actually like to spend the treasure token rather than take damage here. Both my green sources here that run tapped are forests. To bleed for our mana. Alright, removal check. Failed. Kiki Titan Reflection takes over the game. Friend. Hey, CNC, let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Thanks for the entire year. Happy Friday. Your weekend's off to a great start. Thanks for keeping mine around. Well, to be fair, when Titan was printed, what's it called was everywhere. The 2-mana exile a mono-colored thing. So, like, Titan was a card that got fundamentally much better when rotation occurred. There's still exile removal in the format, but there's less of it. And it is typically more expensive than 2-mana at least. Vanishing Verse is the one that's escaping me. I have been cut down. And this is like the power of Fable the Mirror Breaker, right? Like, my opponent answered it right away, and it was still fine because it was still a 2-for-1, right? What's going on, Lucas? Don't we know it? We just want to get Fable going here. Spot removal not looking great here. Our deck is like, you will have spot removal, Jeff, and you will like it. I remember being a kid when Darksteel came out and we all thought Indestructible was unbeatable. Thanks for implementing our feedback, Watsy. LOL. I've told this story before, chat, but I'm sure many of you have similar stories if you started playing Magic as a paper player. It's very easy to mess up Magic the Gathering rules. And one of the rules myself and my, 10 to 13-year-old playgroup we messed up from a rules understanding is we thought the card text return target permanent to its owner's hand meant return target card permanently to its owner's hand. So all of the decks that our playgroup played had lots of boomerangs and things of that nature in them. In fact, there was a card called Dematerialize, I think, that's atrocious. It's like a 4-mana sorcery, bounce a permanent, then flashes back for 7. Most of us played 4 of that, because it was cracked with our understanding of the rules. Well, so Unsummon doesn't say permanent. Unsummon says creature. So we didn't do that wrong. We understood what was going on there. What are the odds they have a Doomblade? Non-zero? I'm gonna wait to Reflection until end of turn, I think. I'll just chill for now. Our opponent failed their removal check and then promptly conceded the game. Sounds like Magic in 2022. If that's not 2022 Magic the Gathering, I don't know what is. Thank goodness they banned Winota. Actually, this seems not great against their counterspells. I guess Titans maybe not great into the counterspells either. The spot removal seems less necessary here. Of course, we didn't see a ton of their deck. I still got some as well. Unleashing this. I can kill things. Right, let's try this. At our kitchen table, we played where you could draw a card when you played a land, so our decks all had 35 plus lands in them. You all were visionaries ahead of your time, okay? You just like read the rule book and like read how lands worked based on the rule book, and you're like, this sucks. This can't possibly be the rules, right? I feel like that's how that conversation must have gone. It's like, this system is awful. Oh, that's the other one, Andrew. So the old, and this is actually why they don't say this on the rules text anymore. Does anybody remember the old mana dorks that used to say tap, add to your mana pool? We thought that meant you got a forest out of your deck and put it into play, because your mana pool was where your lands were. It wasn't this vague concept. So tap, add to your mana pool, you got to land out of your deck and put it with the rest of your lands. To be young and dumb. That was actually an extremely commonplace misinterpretation, which is one of the reasons why they stopped putting that on the cards. Just point of fact. I know for a fact my playgroup of adolescents were not the only ones to mess that up in that manner. Chat, do you see this conversation here where we're nostalgically remembering our Magic the Gathering from 20 years ago? This is why these assholes can sell $1,000 booster boxes. This is why no matter how awful Magic the Gathering Arena is as a platform, it will continue to rake in money hand over fist. It's the reason no one ever quits, they just take breaks. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. It is very, very accurate. Chat, I glanced over at my email box. I have an email in my email box from Marvel Snap with the subject bracket test bracket, and the start of it is bracket draft official reveal. So, I think someone might have tapped send too soon. Our 150 card decks with rubber bands around them. Rubber bands and Ziploc bags. That is how the Magic the Gathering decks of my youth were stored. My children's Pokemon cards are well protected in binders, Chip. They have parents that understand how cards should be treated. Where is my deal 7, chat? I want to kill a thing and destroy an artifact. Oh, so I was saying someone sent off an early email, Silence. Like the email title is test and it says draft in the actual email body. I think Graphene probably buries us here. Okay. Maybe they don't have an answer to Sheoldred yet, he said. Knowing that they would. Okay. We have a destroy effect. Do we get to start draining? Play the land to play around and make disappear. I mean, make disappear just means I sacrifice a 2/2, right? It doesn't really play around it. Like, makes him sacrifice a 2/2, I guess. But then I don't have a land if I draw a blood token. Or a reflection of the Kiki Jiki. Why does this connive for every card that attacks? I think we're probably dead anyways, but man, are we super duper dead. Bloodtithe Harvester is just so medium against these token decks. I guess it helped us filter some cards there, but man, did not feel good. Some up dogs and some cut downs. We'll manage to actually draw and unleash the Inferno this game. We're gonna draw a third land, right, chat? I believe in our ability to draw a third land. Narrator, he did draw a third land on the 5th turn of the game. At least I can put this one in my memoirs 26 lands later. 26 lands later, the Jeff Hoagland story. How I started to stumble and die from a young age. First he crawled, then he walked, then he stumbled, and finally he died. With a foreword by Twitch chat. The narrator was wrong, chat. We, in fact, did not have a third land on turn 5. So I decided to turn into a documentary called The Jeff Hoaglandia Tapes. Listen, chat. Contrary to what all the salty nerds on the internet who have been on the opposite side of a block button think, my life isn't terribly exciting or newsworthy or... it's pretty drama-free. There isn't a lot here. What you see is what you get. We're not one of those fancy personality streamers. This is just who I am. I'm a little loud. I'm a little crass sometimes. I'm gonna be honest to you in a kind of brutal way. That's about it. You can say Jeff Hoagland's kind of an asshole and you'd be right, but that's about as worse as you can get. All right, we're on the draw this time, I believe. I believe, chat, I believe. It's a little loud sometimes, that's true. Listen, being loud is a positive when you're in a gymnasium with 80 Cub Scouts. You need to get everybody's attention. We hit the land, but we have a slow draw on the draw against an aggro deck. And our mana's kind of painful. Yeah, I absolutely love when people on the YouTube comments are like, this guy's kind of loud. I'm like, man, life must be rough if it's 2022 and you don't understand the thing you're watching your video on has a volume button. Must be tough sledding out there. Alright, I don't know the post-board game chat, but believe it or not, I think I'm about ready to write off the Jund mid-range deck as not being very good. I'm thinking there was a reason this one had mediocre stats on Untapped. What are these volume buttons you speak of? When you're rolling your face across your keyboard, typically they're found towards the top. Well, to be fair, the 5-color deck, had like 8 cards dedicated to fixing, right? I appreciate you being loud. YouTube ads tend to be louder than a lot of the other content I watch. That's interesting. That's actually got to be the single worst things about ads on video content, is the audio balance not being in sync. But Jeff, I don't use a keyboard. I just scream at the TV and hope that you hear it. What's going on, Good 3? Thank you for the 32 months. I think my older 2 children would actually lose their minds if we didn't have YouTube Premium. It's like have a mini meltdown anytime they have to watch an ad. Every time we go to my in-laws' house and like they have to watch like traditional cable, they're like, what is this thing interrupting my show? And what do you mean I can't pick whatever I want to watch? How many people roll their faces across their keyboard? Well, open a random YouTube video with 5 or 6 digits worth of views and just scroll the comment section to see. I'll give you a good idea of how many people are rolling their faces around the keyboard. And Christy and I don't really do sports, so we haven't had traditional TV ever. Have I ever paid for traditional TV? Oh, I technically had cable TV when I had Comcast internet because it was cheaper to get a bundle with TV and internet than just the same speed internet, because screw weird monopolies and Comcast. I think we just get blitzing going here, right? The combo not include a landline. I don't think it did. I don't think it did. Yes, yeah, we never plugged in the box because we didn't have any use for it, but the box was in my home. Okay, and now in response to becoming a 3-3, we cut him down. Okay, so we're gonna surge this, sacking the artifact. So that way they can't remake it a 3-3 in response again. Alright, and this was the easy game. This is the game where we were on the play. So we gotta try and win one on the draw here in a second. Am I happy with how we're boarded? I think so. Maybe Inferno? Is Tenacious Underdog the best card in Standard? Nah, it's probably Fable, the Mirror Breaker. I think it's Fable or Graveyard Trespasser for best cards in the format. Slightly less 3-2s and slightly more spot removals on the draw. Fable's like a top 5 card in almost every format it exists in. Yeah, that's true. Accurate take. Like to cut this down, please. Can't let them untap because they can make it a 3-3 at instant speed. I don't really want to play chicken with the activated ability. I'll just take that off the table and stem any bleeding. Oh, that's an interesting one. So that concealing curtains is a reason to voltage surge this and save cut down potentially. I got 2 Sheoldreds in my hand though here, so conceal away, bud. It's gonna gain menace, so I can't block it, but if they attack me for 3, I hit them for 3 back on the backswing. Lose our backup Sheoldred here, probably. Stop on my upkeep. Oh, wow, and the revealing eye draw drains us, too. And we take 7 in combat here. Yeah, our deck, this is our second or third time playing against this mono black deck, which is probably the best deck in this format that's known at the moment, and the games have not felt particularly close. I'm gonna take the double here. No. So you're saying there's a chance? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna stop on my upkeep because this smells like follow-up Sheoldred, right? Are we gonna scrap this out, chat? Jund was like, he's talking shit. We're gonna show him what's up. Hey, Selfram, thanks for the 22 months. Welcome back. So, they're dead? Alright, chat, the Jund deck has earned itself another game. I was about ready to move along. But it's gotten itself on the scoreboard for a second time. And it gets to try for a third. It would be unfair to not let it try for a third. Vlad, thanks for re-upping that Prime. Appreciate the 2.5 years. Never winning a die roll against aggro in our lives. Always having a pain land against aggro. Ain't a good luck, chat. Ain't a good luck. We're taking 4 more. We gotta get something that plays to the board here and trades with their stuff. Trading a 3-drop for their 1 or 2-drop is not phenomenal, but it is what it is. Stem the bleeding here a little bit. Ow! I'm supposed to like loot plus play a 2-drop to try and hit lands here. Just up dog here. We attack and then play the workshop, right? Oh, that's our second one of those. Huh. Penguin's still the line. I mean, that's a good example, right? The interface did prevent my mistake there. That's a common user thing when you've got a lot of things going on. That's the types of things the interface should be doing at as many points as possible. Yes, you can technically toggle it off in the settings, is accurate. I gain 5 here. But that's fine. If you want to make your guardrails be optional in the settings, I think that's not unreasonable. Wow, they just traded rather than discarding there? That seems insane. Oh, I'm so dumb. I thought one of these was a treasure token. I was like, okay, I'm gonna attack and then play Bloodtithe Harvester. But as it turns out, it does not. I think we're going to 3 here. I don't want to trade my reflection, which is why this attack wasn't great if I couldn't play the Bloodtithe Harvester. So, in the realm of slightly uncomfortably creepy, I got a text message the other day asking me if I was in support of the tax referendum that's going to be on the ballot in my local election this fall to raise property taxes to give the school district more money. And I responded that yes, I would, and I would take a yard sign. but they never responded to my yes and that I would put a yard sign up with asking for any other information or confirming anything. And then apparently a sign just showed up in front of our house, staked into the ground this afternoon. So I guess they know where we live. Hey, Draco, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. No, Christy didn't talk to. In fact, Christy sent me a DM asking, did I put a sign up in the front yard? And I was like, no, but what sign is it? I'm impressed we won that game. They were stumbling for a little bit, but it's kind of we were talking down on the Jund deck chat, and it's like getting ready to flex for us. It's like, come on, Jeff, put me in, coach. Put me in. Campaigns are given access to voters' addresses and affiliations. It tends to be regulated. All right, you say so. If we're boarded like this, we'll submit it. It's true. Some political campaigns are fully a scam. That's why if you look at all the speeches Trump has done this year that have been televised, chat, they're selling things like gold-plated BS and other grifter medicine and books on the right side of the screen while he's talking on the left. Yep, if you haven't figured out he's a grifter at this point, you're the mark. Yeah, Beck, like if someone had been like, if they had responded like, okay, do you want us to come drop it off? I'd have been like, yeah, sure. It's just weird that like there was no response and then it showed up on my property. They did ask first though. We've been talking bad about Jund while it's 5-0. No, the 5-0 deck was the one we played before this. I believe Jund is now 2-3 after winning the one before this. I don't know. The records don't matter, chat. The numbers are all made up. Trading down my 3-drop for a 1-drop. Oof. I have a hard time talking about the Alex Jones settlement, chat, because it gives me hope, and I don't know that I'm in a place in my life where I'm ready to have hope, okay? So I'm gonna have to ask you to, cool it. We just like kill the Peacekeeper, play the Harvester? Is this garbage time, chat? Not that what I'm about to say will surprise anyone, but while I've kind of enjoyed playing Standard today, aggro decks really don't seem like they're good still. And I know, stop me if you've heard this one before, but it definitely does not seem like attacking and blocking is something. Well, there's some attacking and blocking in these mid-range decks, but in general, it does not seem like, it does not seem like little creature decks are in a place you want to be. Ooh! That kills a creature and gets my Bloodtithe Harvester back, chat. This is kind of gross. It's actually just like, give me 2 Bloodtithe Harvesters back. There's a 2-for-1 sale on Bloodtithe Liberation. Yeah, exactly. Okay, chat. Jund redeemed itself a little teensy bit at the end there. I feel like, and this is interesting to think about because what someone commented on this maybe being the best card of the format. I think my one big takeaway from playing this set is that Tenacious Underdog kind of sucks. All of the matchups where you want this kind of grindy threat, they all just have a bunch of ways to exile it incidentally from the graveyard or as removal, right? Like, there's Graveyard Trespassers, there's miscellaneous removal spells that exile it. I felt super underwhelmed by this effect in this format. The rest of the deck seemed mostly fine. I think Unleash the Inferno in particular is a card that has a really good metagame position in this format. Fable of the Mirror Breakers, you know, enchantment-based removal, wedding announcement. There's lots of good things for you to kill, plus tick off an artifact or enchantment afterwards. And four of this card in the 75 definitely felt like a must. Dog's a great card when you race each other to 0 resources and kill you with leftovers, but it's a terrible plan. Hey, yeah. Yeah, and like, maybe it's a card where like, you play a couple of them, because once people run out of resources, it's probably fine. But like, it did not feel like this is a, I want 4 of this card style of effect for sure. I think would be my one big takeaway. All right, chat. We are gonna